should do now is collect it and smile. Smile. Straight shots, bullets be hot, they burning, inhale the sherm smoke, visualize the flames. Well, I've been smothered by my own pain. Strange whispers, cowards conversate, so quick the distance, taking pictures for the feds in desperate hopes they get us, hit us all. Give us plenty centuries, forgive my sins, since I entered many penitentiaries. The best revenge is fuck friends, we military-minded soldiers, busting shots blindly, trying to find Jehovah to help me, somebody save me. Lost and crazy, scared to drop a seed, hoping I ain't curse my babies. Maybe now niggas feel me now, picture my pain, embrace my words, make the world change. And still I smile, nigga. And now a moment of silence. Let us pray. And as you journey into outer space, may the angels help to lead the way. May the prayers that our families made shine up on your soul and keep it safe. And all the homies that have passed away is there to greet you as you pass the gates. And as you head to the tunnel's light, the hope it leads to eternal life. We say a prayer for the homie Pop.
Yo, what's going on? I'm expecting more people to start to come in. I've just alerted the Discord. What's going on? Good morning, y'all. Good morning. Music's probably really loud. Alright, let's begin our charting. First things first. As expected, it's a effing inside day. God damn it. Yo, what's going on, AR? What's going on? Good morning, good morning. Yeah, we're looking like an inside day right now. You know, this is just gonna be the range. I'll just make this like pink or purple. Beautiful. What up, y'all? What up? Excuse me. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Morning. I just marked out this. This is actually like our daily range. So yeah. What's going on, guys? What's going on? Just taking a look at the market before it's open. Okay, I'm gonna start doing a little bit of those highs and lows now that market's gonna open. I'll probably stick around till maximum 11, but we'll see today what's going on. Right now we're in an inside day, so I'm not necessarily like too hype. Or if I were to like take a trade, it'd probably be in the range of the inside day, right? Like this would be a level of liquidity. Um, so what I want to do first is just take those, see what happened yesterday, and take a look at those sessions, right? So we got today's Wednesday, so our charting will start Tuesday at 6 p.m. Right? So Tuesday, uh, 6 p.m. to 12. To 6 a.m. here. And then we got just some lows and shit. And 12. I'll be back in like a minute, guys. My throat is just super dry, and if I don't grab some water, I'm just gonna keep coughing on stream. So just give me like a minute. I'll grab some water. All right, I'm back. That was fast, right? I have a headset now, so I don't even take my headset off. Beautiful. Okay, so first things first, we gotta take those highs and lows, right? Okay. Asian high. Asian low, right? Oh, wait, what? Did I just mark Asian low as Asian high? Bro, I'm like half asleep right now. I need to wake up. Uh, um, wait, what? Let me put this as blue. London high. Alright, London low. Okay, and then we got a nice New York high that was made. Alright, so this is gonna be technically the New York low here, but it's like, you know, obviously it's like subject to vary, right? The answer may vary because, the thing is that for this price to be considered the New York low, I would probably have to wait for the session to end. So I'm just saying, like, you know, obviously we're not going to mark it because the session hasn't ended. For now, you know, this was a previous low, this was a previous low, this got taken, and this is, you know, if we want to keep it the most up to date, this is like, you know, technically this is a New York low as of now. Doesn't mean it's not going to change in 5 minutes though, right? So, um, yeah, we're just going to watch as is. What we're seeing in terms of analysis, right? On the 5 minute, well, so on the hourly, we've just completely just gone down, right? um, we're uptrending here, uptrend. So what happened was we set Asian low, or sorry, we set an Asian high in yesterday evening session, and what happened was we actually ended up taking that in the London session. The London session made a new high. We ended up making some new lows, and then of course making a brand new high, which is our New York high in the new session. And so, you know, to make brand new lows and destroy London and Asian low, that might be very possible. So where would we go, right? Where would we go? Well, we have some levels of liquidity to look at, right? Like Cypress Hill. Okay. These are. Let me just mark these as different colors. Alright, there's a level, and there's a level as well. Right, so I can see these levels being taken out, and then on the upside, we have just a couple levels before it breaks the range of the daily. You'll see the daily, right? So this is the daily range here. I'm gonna remove all this. Okay, so this is the daily range, right? It means that we're trading inside yesterday's range. And so if I were to, let's say, take a trade or want to take a trade where I can guarantee some movement, guarantee some ticks, trading inside the range is just going to be low probability because at the end of the day, even though we do predict the market to some extent sometimes, like, I'm not going to tell you, I'm not going to be able to tell you like what what price is going to do between 5992 and, you know, 5965. It's like it's too choppy within that range to actually get a clear insight as to what happens. So what you will notice here is that this was uptrending, and then since then we've actually had a market structure shift. You could consider this low to be the barrier for the market structure shift for London low. So that's kind of the reason as to why we're getting downtrends in all, like, you know, in all facets. Um, but yeah. And you'll see how this thing bounced almost off the Asian low. Right. So we're just gonna wait till 10. The market's been open for like 6 minutes. So, you know, we'll just let things play out as is for now. We're not gonna take a move till 10 p.m. So, yeah. What's going on with y'all? What's going on, y'all? I bet you'll see how you got in a bounce from the Asian low here, right, guys? Morning, morning. Yeah, I think definitely some more folks are gonna show up before 10. But yeah, we if you weren't here, we ended up only just plotting out the levels. And by the way, we are in an inside day today, you know, so if I do trade, it's gonna be really low, like bare minimum. But we'll see. I'm in it. I ain't into making love. Come give me a hug. Wow, what a bounce, huh? Uh, London low hasn't been taken out yet. New York high was made. You could say that this is a New York low as well. I mean, if you want to. I mean, the market's just open, so I'm not going to, but, you know, that's what it is. So far.
Yeah. What up? This is Dr. Dre. The party's going on. Thank God it's Friday. Keep the heads ringing. Keep the heads ringing. Say what? That's right. So get up, get a move on, and get your groove on. It's the DRE, the spectacular. In a party, I go for your neck, so call me Blackula.
Yo, what's going on, gang? What's going on? This market just, I mean, obviously, like, I don't really expect too much because it's an inside day, but dude, that shit sucks. I hate those days. And I don't even like try to stream on inside days because I know it's just a waste of time. But you know what's been happening? It's like I get on the market and I look at it. I look at it like 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. So I just like look at it, look at it, look at it, and then I say, okay, it's just inside day, you know. Excuse me. Damn, my throat is so dry. It's crazy. All right. So, wow. By the way, that all that green just got sold off pretty much. If you take a look. So this downtrend is strong. But what I was saying was, um, when it comes to the downtrend, or sorry, not the downtrend, the inside days, um, I usually don't even try to stream on the inside days. But what's been happening is that within the last 20 minutes, 10 minutes before like 10 a.m., the market just jumps up and down, and that inside day where I was looking at actually becomes an outside day. So I was like, fuck it, let me just stream today. If it's an inside day, it's okay, but that's the reason I wasn't even streaming that much, because we were getting like 2-3 inside days in a row. But then it turns out they actually weren't. So, yeah. Pretty lame excuse, admittedly, but that's really what was happening. And that's why I'm here today, because I'm like, alright, you know what? If it's going to be inside day, it's whatever, but I'm going to catch it if it's not. And so the purple, like, if you look at my chart here, the purple box, this is actually the range of yesterday. Pretty crazy to think about if you see how volatile it is. It's a huge range. But, it is what it is. Remember, guys, take your vitamins. You know what I'm saying? Drink your water. Do what you got to do. Eat some fruit. Wake up. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my vitamins right now. We got 15 minutes till Silver Bullet open time. Alright. 15 minutes till Silver Bullet. Really what we're waiting for, I'll tell you. So, I want folks to take a look at what's happened since, I would say yesterday, 6 p.m. A couple things have happened, right? So, there was a range that was determined by the Asian range, and since then, that high was taken, right? And then there's a new range. There's a new range set up for a new session. And then, since then, that high was taken, and there's a new high established here for the London low. Now, on the downside, we've had London low taken, right here. And we haven't had Asian low taken yet. So, for me, I would say that's probably the next draw of liquidity, I would imagine. So I would probably try to look for a downside. And so, if we're looking for a downside, what we want to see? Well, first things first is we probably want all the time frames to probably be pointing down, right? And so for this is showing mixed time frames where we have hour green, 4-hour red, day green, and the quarterly's green. And for some reason this market just jumped up a little as well. Like, that's not any sort of condition for us to actually take a trade to the downside, right? So it's not like we would take a trade off or execute necessarily. Just because I'm expecting the downside, it's a different story that it actually happens, right? So we're kind of just sitting on our hands for now, and we're gonna let the market kind of show its hand a little bit more. Let the market fulfill what it needs to do. It doesn't mean you need to get caught up in it, but just know that because it's an inside day, the things that you would run typically, you know, what you know about trend, what you know about intraday levels, they're all effectively, like, I'm not gonna say they're worthless, but I'm saying they're a little bit weakened, or you can't have too much faith in them right now, and it's because we still haven't taken key levels, which are the range of the last day. You'll see, like, as I zoom out, right, on a greater time frame, you'll see that yesterday's range is just like a channel in itself, right? So if we take yesterday's range, we can understand that this market hasn't shifted to a new channel. And you know, when the market shifts to different channels, that is when you get these big, nice, quick moves, right? Like, look at this movement and look at the time they spent doing that. Look at this movement here, right? Look at this movement down here. So you want those nice, sharp, prominent moves, that you want to capture those, because those are the ones that are effectively like the easiest to execute and the easiest to trade. You kind of just get in, you let the market play out, and then you get out. So there's not like a lot of like guesswork, you know? I feel like when you're staring at the market and it's just chopping up and down, that actually kind of like whittles at your mental capacity. Even if you don't know it, you are like kind of tiring yourself out or draining yourself just by like being concerned with how many times this market has topped your level. Like, imagine you're sitting here and you had a call, a long, right? It's like every time this goes down after hitting your level, you're like, am I going to get reversed on? Am I going to get reversed on? Am I going to get reversed on? Of course, you know, you didn't, but it's just like a lot of anxiety to hold just for this little tiny move, right? So that's just not how I like to trade. That's why I try to avoid things like that. So yeah, because I used to be that guy. I used to be like a breakout kind of guy. Like, wait till it gets to this high, you enter, and then it's gonna break out, and then the breakout never happens, so you get reversed on. And then I just lost like a lot of money that way, so I stopped. Alright, we got like 10 minutes or so till silver bullet. The movement's actually really interesting right now. You'll see that if we get upside, price expands to the upside, then I'd be really interested because we break the range to the upside, and you know we could go for other highs, right? So that'd be cool. But no expectations. So now we've seen like market structure shift down, and now we're actually about to see it shift upwards here. If price closes above here, it's actually another market structure shift up, which is, you know, it's pretty crazy. Obviously, you can see the key indicator just be like, yo, you know, price is really moving this way. You don't really see this too often on the key level where you get a down arrow and up arrow right next to each other. That's kind of telling me all I need to know. It's like you don't get the you know, I don't know if like this is a good trading environment for anyone, but we'll see. I mean, we did make a new high here, right? So now the New York high, you could say, has been breached. But since it's in New York, and it's before the silver bullet, we'll say that that's actually the new high. Alright, so for this setup here, there is actually a little FPG here. Do I want to take that? Probably not, just because the risk to reward would be really large. If you were to take a call and enter at the FPG, so the risk is huge, right? And then you would probably have to target this. You'd have to target way up, right? So that's why it's like, you know, you don't really want to see anything like that. That's why I wouldn't take this one. I mean, yeah, I mean, obviously you could just reduce your risk. You could just keep it there and put the stop loss right below the FVG if you'd like. You'll find that that doesn't really work as often as you'd like it, so you probably want a little bit more of a range. But you know, you're like willing, you're free to structure that trade however you see fit. But for me, it's not it, boy. It's not it, my boy. Look at this choppy ass market, man. How are you guys feeling today? You have bias anywhere, up or down? I'll show you what the daily looks like. This is what the daily looks like right now. If it were to, it did make a new low yesterday. This is a brand new low. This is what it looks like in terms of like, you know, really long range. Yeah, Bitcoin is crazy. I'm actually bought into it. I'm actually gonna just keep buying more. Let me see what Bitcoin's at right now. Oh, nice. It jumped up a little, but fuck, man. Oh, that low. That low was crazy. 85. I think we might go to 70, I'm not gonna lie. Let me just look at Bitcoin real quick. Good morning, what's going on? Let's see. Kryptonite. Whoa, it'll let me trade Bitcoin futures? I'm not gonna trade it here. I'm gonna do that off stream. But do you guys see this? it'll let me buy it. Okay. I gotta not click that. But I really gotta see what's going on with this shit. Where are the lows, man? Where are the lows? So this thing just entered a downtrend, which is kind of scary, to be honest. You see this? This is the whole shit where, you know what I'm saying? Like this is why it's become bad. If there's a low to take, it's definitely this right here. You know what I'm saying? And then if we get lower than 67, I don't know what the fuck to tell you. You know what I'm saying? Are we really gonna see Bitcoin, you know, lower than 50? Really? Nah, I don't think so. I really don't. It just there's less and less of it every day. I don't think we're gonna see it drop like that. But you know, something like this. You know, that's possible. Which is probably more than likely gonna happen, right? Where this is like, alright, I'm gonna show you something. This right here is like, hold on. I'm gonna put this into very basic retail terms. Yeah, I am on the birthday vibes. But okay, I'm gonna show you something. Wait, is Silver Bullet already happening? Alright, Silver Bullet's about to happen in like 5 seconds, so I'm gonna switch back. But if you look at this on the daily, right? This is like what a retailer would think. It's like this is a resistance. We tested it a couple times. We did this whole shit. And then what happened? We broke the resistance, and now that resistance might just become a support, right? So we might see that 70 something K. And if it does happen, I'm going to buy. I'm going to keep buying and buying and buying. I'm already buying it. I'm already buying it like $1,000, $2,000 a month here and there. So I'm already buying this. So I actually, for me, like for my long-term portfolio, I'm okay if it goes lower. It's just gonna make my position better. All right, let me get off this shit. It's gonna make me want to trade these Bitcoin futures. Okay, we've entered the silver bullet hour, and what's happened? Well, since we've gone, we've made a new high. You can say that this high was breached, right? So I'll show you where. Yeah, wait. Stuff. Okay. There you go. So you can see, right, in the last 5 minutes or so, this high was breached. Right. So now we're gonna see what happens. Are we gonna go into downtrend mode now? Or are we gonna go woo? You know what I'm saying? Alright, I mean, my rule is not to take a trade until we break the range, so I guess this is what we're gonna do. If there's something like super duper obvious or super low risk, I can trade it, but oh man, I'm not really looking forward to this activity. Like, this price action is super unreliable at the moment. How are you guys feeling? And also, how have you guys been? Like, have you been trading the markets while I'm gone? Have you guys been doing any silver bullet day trading setups while I was gone? You know what I'm saying? I hope that's the case, but if not, then I have a little bit more work to do, I think. Um, people have been telling me that the market's been hard to trade and the market's been choppy and whatnot. Like, people don't know really have a sense of the direction and whatnot. But I can understand that. But also, like, if you don't know when to trade, then that's like a portion of your edge. Like, you should have that defined. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think you should know when and when not to trade. And to be honest, like, anytime I'm uncertain, I just say no, I'm not gonna trade. So if there's like an ounce of uncertainty or I don't really know what's gonna happen, I just wait. You know, there's no need to chase it. The market will be here tomorrow and after I die. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so now, what are we seeing? What are we seeing here, guys? This could have been considered a nice silver bullet entry, but it was before the 10 a.m. But so far, we are seeing this FVG be respected, right? So let's put this right there. Or let's put this right there. And so, this FVG is actually being respected here. Towards the upside, we have this New York high broken already, and we're probably going to go for the upper range of the daily. If that happens, then I think I will probably enter a trade at that point.
It's going down tonight, you know I got to go get fitted. Hit the mall to get it, then I stop to get my hair twisted up in ponytails, then sell a bill back to the grain and let my peoples know, you know it's going down tonight, man, we living. I got the 411 on the bumpin', we riding with them heaters if they funkin', then we dumpin'. I'm slumping in the meantime, my speakers is jumping up out they box. I see these brides choosing, man, they sprung on my Shirley locks. Made the block and they was all up on my bumpers trying to pull me over. But now I get said nothing when I'm sober. Hit the gas and smoked it up, smashed off a Maui. Laughing cause I left they partner house and they was posted splitting Vegas. Bet
I like beats and raps like this, like super simple fucking beats, and the guy just spitting for like minutes and minutes. I like songs like that. Morning G, been tracking my trades and getting clear on my edge. Been going live my trade. Oh shit, nice, bro. I love to hear that. That's awesome. Have you been seeing like progress by tracking and trying to like refine some of those steps or some of your edge as well? That's super sick. And if you become a big YouTuber, don't forget to collab with me. That's all I can ask. Yep. The journal is definitely makes a difference. For sure. But I'm glad you saw a little bit of progress and stuff like that. People don't I'm telling you, you don't actually understand how much writing does until you actually do it. You know what I'm saying? Or like just recording things. And then once you figure that out, then you look at all the trading content and like all the trading gurus, and you're like, what the fuck are these guys saying, man? Just teach people how to fucking trade already. Like, there's just people that just go on and on, like 10 million different strategies, 10 million different things. It's like, my brother, you just need to do one. That's why I feel like some. I'm not even gonna lie. I feel like some of the YouTube content I've watched over the years, the way they make the videos, it's like, I swear to God, they don't even trade. I swear to God. If I had to put money on it, I would. You know. Okay. We might see. We might start to see some upside here. Let's see if we're looking at the 1 minute we can find anything here. If you really want to be cheeky, you could say this is an FEG. Like, technically it is, but I wouldn't. I just wouldn't. I wouldn't even entertain it. It's just like so close to the choppy action that there's just no need.
That's right. Album number 10.
Ugh.
Dogs in the house. Let's get close to the end, y'all. And we're gonna kick it like this on the last album. Now let me holler at your partner. Spit this game in your ear for a minute. Quit complaining about how you can't spin it. Cause you ain't got it. You got what it takes, but not enough to get started. I hope you get the message. No, it's not a test. It's just me riding the jet. They can't arrest me or bust me. I'm still hungry. I want some more.
Only people with a certain level of intellectual capacity can appreciate Too Short. You know what I'm saying? Anyone that's cool, they gotta listen to Too Short. That's the rule.
From the streets of California, young millionaire with no high school diploma, living real good, taking care of my folks. Roll up a fat one for the players to smoke. Short dog in the house. I know you ain't tripping, cause life is too short. You gotta get in where you fit and stop looking.
It's like a super slow grind up right now.
It ain't what you think, you gotta read between the lines, cause life ain't long for a young black man trying to make money doing all.
Let me just look at the news real quick. I remember there was something today. 10:30 crude oil. Okay. Get is good. Get wild, get it good.
So what are you saying, Todd? It's time to come up, put your dollar bills in the air. He said, meet me at the White House, and I was there, cause I'm one in a million. Black men rising, they wanna keep me down, but I always surprise and spend my money in the hood. I know it's all good, and you should do the same. I told you, peep the game from Too Short. You know I'm the man.
Oh, what's happened, guys? What's going on? What's going on with this market? Okay, there is an FVG here. Now, there is a rule I have with this FVG. I don't like to take FVG that's nearby a liquidity level. And the reason is because it could reject or it could just reverse and come inside the range. So I'll just have to wait. If it's outside, if it's right outside or right above, I'll take it. But this is against my rules here. And I'll show you what that kind of looks like here. Do you see how if I were to risk for this, 16 ticks right here, and then I would aim for at least 2-0, and then that would be, let's say, oh wait, that's moving the whole thing. That would be, I think, 32 here. If I could just aim it to 32. Okay, so you'll see that I'm like targeting right above the range. There's no there's no like telling as to what it'll do. It definitely might hit, but the only thing is that there's nothing stopping it from doing like this in one candle. So that's really what I want to avoid. That's why I don't take FVGs near like key liquidity levels. If there's more FVGs or there's more action that happens above where we go tap these levels here, then you know, I'll be entertained with it. But other than that, you know, I'm just kind of following my rules. Don't really like those inside days like that. So we're just gonna wait and see how the market reacts to those levels over there. But that would be a trade, you see? And you did, and there was an entry. I just, I just don't need to take it because it's still in the range of the inside day. What's good, bro? Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. We're just watching the market, seeing what it does. There is an FVG that got formed on the 1 minute. There was 2 entries here. I'm still not gonna take it. It's just I don't like FVGs that are nearby, near liquidity levels. It's just like asking to get reversed on. So yeah, I'm not gonna take this one, especially still in the range of an inside day, which is also against my rules as well. Okay, price has now broken out. Kind of. We'll see if we have a candle close above it. This was a trade out the range though. You see. I want to see where this candle closes on the 1 minute here. On the 5 minute, how we looking? Not bad, not bad. And you see how like there's some struggle like with the range being expanded uh on the daily range. You see how like price is not necessarily shooting full through yet. So that's kind of like what I'm looking for, you know. And we might get it here. Nice. This silver bullet already happened. I gotta wait a couple more candles. I might have an entry here. Okay. I like to enter here. Alright, I entered. I'm gonna play this FVG if it closes. If I get the FVG here. If not, you know, we'll see what happens. But really, here's my risk to reward. Do you see where? Alright, hold on. I'm fucking up. Alright, here's my risk to reward. Uh, right there. You know, if price goes there, I don't want it anymore. I'll put it like right outside of it too. So I can go a minimum of a 2-0 here, and I only really have to buy like I only have to take profit here. So after this, I'm pretty much good. Although I might get reversed on here, so we'll see. I'm keeping my risk very low here. Okay, so that FVG got canceled out. I might just take a small loss here. We'll see if you know the position comes back at all. But really, I'm relying on price staying above this purple line. If it doesn't, or if there's a candle close in here, I'm kind of likely to just close it because now I know, you know, the market has essentially exhausted itself. Or I'll just wait for a better setup. So I want to see if my profit target is even relevant here. And so what I want to do is just make sure I sell at like a recent high. Okay, that's good. I think my sell limit is perfect, honestly. But we'll see. I'm not really like too keen. I'm not really like too excited about the trade. I'm just letting it do what it has to do. But if we do get the 2-0 or like some movement here, I'm definitely going to move up my stop for sure. Okay, I might get stopped out here. Okay, that's done. It's taken out everyone. So I might just go for the downside now. What we will just kind of want to see what's happened here. I don't really want to necessarily enter because it's kind of what I expected, where we have a false reaction, and then everything gets taken out here. So I don't like taking FVGs near the edge, but that's just kind of what happens. So it's now in an inside day range again. I don't really know if I'm interested. But I'm okay to just get stopped out there and keep it as is. I don't know if I want to force any entry, but I do like the risk to reward here. Uh, I don't know if I'll enter again. I'll probably just leave it. I'll probably just leave it as is and just watch how the market plays out, because this right here, this breaking of the daily range, I don't like that there's candles that have closed under it, even though there's candles that's closed outside of it. And that's really on the 1 minute. On the 5 minute, I actually haven't seen a candle close above it yet. I mean, we can see this one close, but I'm just like not interested in getting dumped on here in case that's the activity that wants to happen on a Wednesday. Especially if it's after like 10:30 or like before 10:30. I will wait. There might be a catalyst for at 10:30 because the news might send us upwards. We have like a yellow impact news at 10:30, crude oil impact. So we'll figure it out from there. But if anything, I might just not enter because we're back on the new. We're back inside the daily range. And give me 1 sec. I'm getting on a phone call. Yeah. Might just call it 1L. I'm watching this on the 5 minute because I want to see where the 5 minute closes as well. If we get two candle closes under this, it's not looking good. We might see a downside. And by the way, if we do see a downside, right? We haven't topped the Asian low yet. So I just want to let that be known. I might do the downside trade if all the time frames align. Okay, this FVG's got taken out, and this FVG just got formed. You see? Let's see. Let's see what happens here. Where this candle closes. It's going to be pretty important to see where it does. Oof. That FVG might get taken too. Alright, 5 minutes. I would love for this FVG to be respected here. I think if I were to take a short, it's going against the trend at the moment. And all the time frames are green right now, which is why I'm not necessarily too keen on the short at the moment. If I do that, I might just take another loss. So I don't know if I'm willing to stomach that at the moment, just for no reason. Probably just will wait. I don't know. I don't know if going back inside the range and taking a short when all the time frames are green against the trend is gonna like be the right decision. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm just gonna chill. But at least now this is no longer like the range, you know. There's an FVG that got formed here. The risk to reward is pretty decent. You could take maybe this and then try to go for a new high. Ugh. That's pretty ugly. That's a pretty ugly trade too, right? I might just leave it as is, you know? Not force anything. It looks like the crude oil event came out, right? Uh, let's see.
She's every man's dream. She's God's gift to earth. Women, they love them too. That's what you call a woman's worth. See, I love all the strippers because they show me love. They know I never pay. It's free whenever I hit the club. But I can't even lie. The girls in here so fly. She sliding up and down.
Should I enter?
Got me mesmerized. My John don't never.
Alright, I did it. I entered because we got a tick here. Alright, one more go, I guess. I'm not gonna target the full 2-0. I don't really feel too good about this, but, you know, it is after the silver bullet. We did it after the news, and it's not, technically speaking, we are no longer an outside day, right? Or inside day, so. But we'll just let this run here where I got the 1 minute entry silver bullet. Now, if this FEG gets taken, I'll be pretty much screwed here. It probably just is not in the cards for me today. Alright, I'll probably get stopped out here. There's no FEG that got formed unless
It was a clear black night, a clear white moon. Warren G was on the streets trying to consume some skirts for the E, so I could get some phones. Rolling in my ride, chilling all alone.
Just hit the east side of the LBC on a mission trying to find Mr. Warren G. Seen a car full of girls, ain't no need to tweak. All of you search know what's up with 213.
So I hooked select on 21 and Lewis.
Alright, I think my FVG got taken here. If I hold this, it's just like pure gambling, so I might just take it as is. Or I might just get stopped out by myself, you know?
I glance in the cut and I see my homie Nate.
16 in the clip and 1 in the hole. Nate Dogg is about to make some bodies turn cold. Now they dropping and yelling, it's a tad bit late. Nate Dogg and Warren G had to regulate. Switching my mind back into freak mode. If you won't skirt, sit back and observe. I just left a gang of those over there on the curb.
Now they got the freaks and that's a known fact. Before I got jacked, I was on the same track. Back up, cause it's on Nate and me, the Warren to the G.
Just like I thought, they were in the same spot, in need of some desperate help. The Nate Dogg and the G-Child were in need of something else. One of them dames was sexy as hell. I said, ooh, I like your size. She said my chords broke down and just sing real nice. Would you let me ride?
Nice. I'm just gonna move my stop up in a little bit after. If there's a new FVG that gets formed, I'm actually just gonna move my stop to reflect the new FVG. Does that make sense? Because my previous entry on the last FVG just got taken, so I don't really have like a good entry. So it's probably just better to move my stop and protect my loss. So that's what I'm gonna do here, where I'm just gonna make sure I protect myself, and hopefully I just maintain profit or break even now. I'm looking for a new high though. We know we want the new high, right?
Chords, strings, we brings melody, G-funk, where rhythm is life and life is rhythm.
If you know like I know, you don't wanna step to this. It's the G-funk era, funk
Now here's the thing. Like, we want a candle to close above that daily range, right? Hasn't happened yet.
and if your ass is a buster, 213 will
Yeah. It's the whole setup of the trade just like revolves around this purple line that I've drew. You know what I'm saying? Like, is price going to go above the purple line? Is it going to close above the purple line? If not, it's cool. I've gotten stopped out twice now, and I've tried to play this breakout twice now, so I'm good. You know what I'm saying? It's probably gonna go for the Asian low at some point, but I don't got all day, so I did what I was supposed to do, and it didn't really happen. I protected my loss here. The reason why I protected myself is because my previous FVG got taken, so I actually ended up moving my stop up. So if we weren't gonna move up now, I wasn't gonna get it. I wasn't gonna get it later. So I just took that as for what it is. But I'm no longer about to necessarily get chopped up. Rather just reduce my loss, and then we'll come back and we'll make a gain. Probably tomorrow or the end of the week, and then that way I'm still positive. And I don't necessarily waste my time with this because this is the range we wanted. And look at the movement, guys. Like, just look at the movement that we tried to play here. Okay. We have this and this. This is like what effectively I was trying to make money off of, right? So obviously it's like not very successful. So I'll just keep it as is, I'll take my loss and go. Probably tomorrow we'll get back into it because I've already overstayed my welcome. It's 10:40. It's probably like way later than I like to be in the market. But I no longer care about this choppy mess or trying to time whenever price will stay out of its range, right? And actually start to make higher highs. Because although this is still remaining an uptrend, we haven't made a higher high. So it hasn't continued the trend, which is what I'm trying to effectively like make money off of. And so, it is what it is. But I'll leave it at that, guys. We'll be back probably tomorrow, and yeah, man, I'll catch you guys. I hope y'all have a good one, and the losses were reduced today, so I'm not really too mad at all. But these inside days, man, they're terrible. They're terribly ugly. Yes, sir. It is good to be back. It is good to be back. We'll be back. So let's call it there. And I'll probably hop in Keystream for a little. So yeah. I'll catch you guys. Bye.